Before I was a politician, I was a public school teacher. I taught sixth grade language arts at Rhodes Middle School on the west side of San Antonio. I often say teaching middle school is the best preparation for politics. If you want a leader who can be both tough and compassionate, hire a middle school teacher. The west side of San Antonio is a beautiful, historic neighborhood. It's also one of the poorest zip codes in the entire state of Texas. Every day, my students struggled heroically to overcome poverty, overcome racism, overcome systems designed to hold them back. My students weren't just kids, they were survivors, dreamers, fighters. I saw it in their eyes every day in the classroom, this unshakable resolve, this unconquered spirit. Growing up, I saw that same kind of fight in my mother, a preacher's daughter from Laredo who left home at 19. She moved up to the big city, Austin, Texas, where she met my birth father, a 21-year-old high school dropout whose drinking problem sometimes led to violence. One night, he became abusive again. But that night, my mother's love rose to meet it. She packed all our stuff into her little Ford Escort. She drove me to the hotel where she worked. She begged the manager to let us stay in one of the rooms until we found this little apartment in East Austin. There wasn't room for a nursery, so I slept in a crib in her closet. And she was so proud of that closet. She decorated it with toys and pictures. No one was going to tell her it wasn't a nursery. There is something broken in America. Our economy is broken. Our political system is broken. Even our relationships with each other feel broken. And that's because the most powerful people in the world want it that way. My faith teaches me to love my neighbor as myself, not just my neighbor who looks like me, or prays like me, or votes like me. I am called to love all of my neighbors the way I love myself. Because despite all our differences, we all want the same things. A safe neighborhood, a good job with good benefits, a high quality, well-funded public school, and the ability to see a doctor when we need one. I am tired of being pitted against my neighbor. I'm tired of being told to hate my neighbor. It's been more than 10 years of this kind of politics. Politics as blood sport, politics as trolling and owning, politics as total war. It tears families apart. It ends friendships, and it leaves us all feeling terrible all of the time. As I travel this state, I get the sense that across the political spectrum, there is a deep hunger for a different kind of politics. Elon Musk is about to become the first trillionaire. He is about to make more money than every elementary school teacher in America combined. Do we really believe one man is worth more than every elementary school teacher? Why do we have a trillionaire when there are kids without enough to eat? Why do we have a trillionaire when cancer patients are going bankrupt? Why do we have a trillionaire when veterans are sleeping out on the street? I'm all for success, but this is not success. This is hoarding. What leads a person to accumulate more money than they could possibly spend in 100 lifetimes when there are people starving in this one? The reason poverty exists in the wealthiest country on earth is not because we can't feed the poor. It's because we can't satisfy the rich. But what we can do is tax trillionaires out of existence. And use that money to guarantee food, healthcare, and housing for every single American. I want to leave y'all with one last thought. My granddad was a Baptist preacher in South Texas. And when I was real little, he told me that we follow a barefoot rabbi who gave us two commandments: love God and love neighbor. because there is no love of God without love of neighbor. Every single person bears the image of the sacred. Every single person is holy. Every single person counts. This American experiment started with that same self-evident truth that all people are created equal. This democracy of ours is a lot more than a constitution. It's a covenant. It's a relationship between neighbors. It's a promise that we make to each other to share this beautiful country. Those billionaires and their puppet politicians are breaking that sacred promise. And breaking promises in a relationship is not love, it's abuse. And my mom showed me that true love doesn't tolerate abuse. 2,000 years ago, when the powerful few abused the many, that barefoot rabbi didn't stay in his room and pray. He walked into the seat of power and he flipped over the tables of injustice. His love rose to meet that abuse without becoming it. So to those who love this state, to those who love this country, to those who love our neighbors, it's time to start flipping tables. Okay, cool. We're good? Thank y'all.